Hey folks, doing Hero of None here on March 22nd, 2019 with your Mundus Minute. So tonight we're going to be going over news, luxury merchant stuff, and gold merchant stuff. First up, on the news, we have the return of the Jesters Festival. This is going to be your last chance to get the Indrik berries and last chance to earn those tickets before the berries go out of sale. You have 10 tickets to get the last berry that you need, and you'll be able to upgrade your mount. Afterward, you're not going to be able to get the berries anymore, and you won't be able to upgrade that Indrik mount. Also for sale, though, is new motifs, the Cadwell series, which is going to give you a bunch of crazy type weapons, and they're going to be going for about 5 tickets per motif page. So if you want a special like shield, or if you want a fork for a dagger or something like that, you'll be able to buy those currently during this event. Also, you have one Indrik mount that you'll be able to buy for 10 tickets. Keep in mind, this event is only going to drop 24 tickets, and if you had a previous 12 tickets, you're going to be able to get a total of 36 tickets total, and yeah, there's not enough tickets there to get everything that you want. So make sure to consciously figure out what you want. That way you don't end up a little bit upset as well. They are selling some tickets on the Crown store, but honestly, who wants to pay crowns for it when you can earn them and get it for free? But anyways, the important thing though is the berries themselves are going out of the shop once this event is done, so make sure to get that if you haven't. I don't know when the Cadwell stuff is going to go out of the shop, but I'm hoping that's going to be in the holdover for the next event that they have coming up. Also, we have new Crown Store items in the pay to lose section. They have things like a mounted Gwar and Dragon and Horse, which you can buy there. You also have a pet rock you can buy too. Kind of interesting, but either way, if you want to get those, you can get those in the Crown Store currently, up until I believe April 2nd. Twitch drops are going on right now as well. They will be going on for this event up until Monday, the 25th. And all you have to do is just tune into a Twitch streamer that is playing ESO. It says drops enabled right under it, and make sure your Twitch account is linked up into your ESO account. Now, there is also coming up next week on March 29th to the March 30th is Bethesda Game Days. You'll be actually able to play the new Elsewhere chapter there. You'll be able to do that at Laugh Boston at MJ O'Connell's Irish Pub, 425 Summer Street in Boston, MA. If you are in the area, you do not need a PAX badge to get in. And yeah, just go in, play Elsewhere before anyone else can. You'll also be able to get some unique swag. Wish I could go, but I got kids and I can't get myself all the way down there. Anyways, let's get ourselves into the luxury merchant. So tonight we have a whole bunch of plants. Never really that expensive. Oh, pretty good price. Cactus is good if you have a desert type house. I think the ferns here and the hostas are nice. I like the fly trap myself. And the void flower actually kind of looks nice, and maybe you'll have people come to your house trying to loot stuff. Overall, not bad. Not exciting, but hey. Now, for 150k on the golden merchant tonight, you have the Blessed Ring. Physical resistance, stamina recovery, spell resistance, and when you block an attack, you have 33% to blind your attacker, causing them to miss their next attacks for 5 seconds. This effect can occur every 10 seconds. Don't know if this is really a good set or not. I've heard some people say that it's going to be great in PvP, but only affect one person. I can see it being useful inside of a duel situation, but you're really not getting a whole lot of stats here that are that helpful to you. In addition to that, this is only half the uptime. This is not good for PvE tanking because most bosses are now immune to this ability here after people were using it inside trials and just kicking bosses' asses way too much. So yeah, PvP might be useful, but don't think it's going to be really that great of a set. You can get this out of Cold Harbor if you're really interested, and still get like most of the stats here. And the physical and spell resistance, it's going to be a little bit lower. So I'd probably just go ahead and farm that in Cold Harbor if you really wanted it. The Shulk Ring. I'm trying to remember where this is, but anyways, health, spell damage, spell critical, and gain minor heroism at all times in combat, generating one ultimate every 1.5 seconds. I want to say this is from Stormhaven? No, I don't know if it's Stormhaven or not, but it's somewhere up in the DC area, I believe. So yeah, this is a heavy armor set here. Interesting set here. If you can get minor heroism at all times, you can basically make sure you generate ultimate as long as you keep on moving around here. But remember, you generate minor ultimate or minor heroism through other things, just like doing a heavy attack. So most people I don't think would be using this a whole lot. But if you're doing like a whole lot of blocking or something like that, maybe that's okay. If you want an alternate set to this though, I'd probably say go with the werewolf wing, which gives you ultimate every time that you're hit. Or even the Akaveri Dragon set, which reduces the amount of ultimate that you need to do to ultimate ability, which ultimately generates more ultimate than what this set seems to. Now for 250k, Ring of the Viper, which is currently out of Fungal Grotto. Weapon critical, max stamina, weapon critical, and when you deal damage, where you melee attacks, you deal an additional 8,700 poison damage every 4 seconds, and concur every 4 seconds. This is the poster child for a proc set. You can go with the gold if you really want to, if you're really min-maxing that. I really think that in PvP, this would be most helpful inside the non-CP campaigns. In TP campaigns, you probably get more benefit from using sets that give you simply more stats in general, because you can't get a critical on this, so you can do more damage through a critical on your regular attacks than you could on this. But on the non-CP campaign, just keeping this poison damage up can be pretty helpful, so depends on what you want to use it for. But for a gold ring for 250k, you might be better off just farming this out of Fungal Grotto. Next, Ring of the Crusader. Stamina, stam recovery, and stamina, and increase your duration of roll dodge chance bonus by 0.3 seconds. I believe this is out of DC at this point. As you can see here down here, it's Breton. I don't remember if it is Stormhaven or someplace around there. Maybe Rudenspire? Not sure which, but ultimately, I wouldn't say this is a great set right now. Would have been the prior changes to roll dodge, because roll dodge used to have a very large window, and this extra 0.3 seconds made it just even more annoying that you could always just keep roll dodging over and over again and never get hit. But with the current changes and how they tightened up the window, this extra 0.3 seconds might increase it to what it was, but not really enough to make it so it's like a meta build to use. Next, for 100k. Celine's Guise. You can get this out of course, Celine's Web. Stamina, and when you deal direct melee damage, you have 50% chance to call Primal Spirits to maul your closest enemies for 1.3 seconds, and dealing 1500 physical damage for concur every 4 seconds. This is a pretty meta PvE build and PvP build. If you can't get this out of Celine's Web, which is a pretty easy dungeon to do, you can get this for 100k. I wouldn't say it's a bad one to get. But like I said, just run Celine's Web a few times so you can probably get this. And if you're looking for PvE, you can use Infused, or you could probably want to go for Divines, which you can only get from the other one. If you're going for PvP, getting it in the Impenetrable is probably a little bit better off. Next, Dilma's Helm, 100k again. Stamina, Magicka, and when you deal damage, you have 15% chance to create a ring of fire of molten earth around you for 10 seconds, which deals 1,264 flame damage, or 1,331 physical damage every 1 second. Then the ring grants you 193 spell damage, or 193 weapon damage. If I concur once every 15 seconds. Okay, so if you're running a hybrid build, this might be helpful because it will swap back and forth here. But remember, if you're running one or the other, you're running full stamina, you're running full Magicka, you're not getting the penetration to get the benefit out of the flame damage or the physical damage that comes with this. In addition to that, you're going to be flipping between spell damage and weapon damage when you're min-maxing one or the other. Don't really see it being that useful. You guys might have a build that might actually work for it. I think most people will probably get this for the fact that it gives you the one-piece bonus of both stamina and Magicka. Probably would work pretty well with things like, I think the new Frostvault set gives a tri-stat, or things like Shackle Breaker, which gives you both stats as well. and you're just stacking up resources, that might be pretty helpful on that. But I think the other reason people might get this is just the look of it. You have like a big dead cow head on your head. Not a bad look to have, I guess. But you can currently get this for 100k, and if you don't have the DLC, this is probably one of the few ways that you're going to be able to get this helm. So, that's the Luxury Merchant, the Crown Merchant, and the news in ESO. I'll see you all in Tamriel.